Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa with Lisa Capen Quilts. Today we have Lisa, and Lisa's going to do a craft room virtual tour. This is a live video. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you.
Lisa is a member of our creative crew group. She has joined in some of the Zooms, and she comes into a lot of the live events we do over on Facebook in the creative crew. She is also a creative squad member over on Patreon. So thank you so much, Lisa, for that. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited to see you around your craft space. First, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? And what is your most favorite genre of crafting?
Well, my name is, like I said, Lisa Rodoni. I have a husband. My husband and I have been married almost 18 years now, and his name is Walter. And I'm from Oregon, and I live in Springfield, Oregon, so Pacific Northwest. And we've been here for, I've been here in Oregon since 1981.
Wow.
So yeah, so we've been here for a while. And my favorite part of is really quilting. I think my first love is quilting. My second love is cross stitch. I really love cross stitch too. But you know, I've dabbled in a lot of different things. You know, I've done scrapbooking. I've done crochet. You know, I've just done a lot. But the one thing that I've really been drawn to more is quilting.
Is the quilting. And I'm sorry, you might have already said this. How long have you been quilting?
About 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
We had I'm sorry. We had a chance to chit chat just before coming on live, and you were saying that a lot of your friends were quilters and they introduced you to quilting.
Yes, they really did. And it was just something I just fell in love with. I thought, I can do this. I think I can do this. And I found through the years, there's certain quilt types that I'll stay away from. I'm not real good with angles. I'm angly challenged, really. And so I don't get into a lot. I try to do real simpler ones because my brain just doesn't work that way. It's really hard for me to do angles. So I'm learning to just kind of do, you know, pretty simple things.
Right.
But, you know, it's a quilt and it's loved, you know, so that's all that matters.
Yes, and you're absolutely right. You are so right. Well, we are live now. So if any of the viewers that are watching live have questions about Lisa's room as we go through, I'll try to catch your questions. It's very possible that I might miss them, so I apologize in advance. And Lisa, I would love for you just to switch the camera and you can give us a tour of your space.
Okay. First off, I wanted to say that when I started in this room, it was just a bedroom. It had carpet and we took it out. And for about a year, it was carpeted and didn't have much, but we painted it and just kind of got it cleaned up. And I really loved the colors because I found everything I loved on Pinterest. And so when I started, it didn't look like this. I mean, it was a lot different. But as the years have gone, I've changed things. I've done quite a bit of different things. But some of the things you'll see in here is recycled. And we have my cutting board and things is recycled. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start in my hall because that's where my quilt, what do you call it? I always forget what it's called. Anyway, but you'll see a halfway made quilt there. So okay. I'll go ahead and switch my camera right now. Oops. Oh, no.
That's okay.
Are you still there?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I know. I was like, okay, here we go. Sorry. Technical difficulties.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right. So if I'm going too fast, as far as my moving, let me know.
I think you're good. Now I'm going to put you big on the screen. So I'm going to try not to say anything because it switches back to me. I haven't figured out how for it not to do that. But you can just explain as you go along, and if I have questions, I'll change the view.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is my design wall. That's what I was trying to tell you. My husband put up this IKEA, it's just a curtain rod. And then I put up, you know, a design wall from, I think I bought it from Missouri Star or something. And so here is a quilt I've been working on for about 2 years. It's quite extensive because there's a lot of turn applique, you know. You got a lot of sew-in interfacing. You have to cut out all those, and it's all applique. So I'm working on it. It'll take a while. I got 18 or 17 blocks right now. I thought I had more, but apparently not. So that's that. So here, when you come into my room, let's see what you can see. This is a recycled kitchen cabinet right here. And we made it, my friend and I. She's real talented. She's like a carpenter. So she, we put an extra board on. As you can see, it's got right there, it's the lip. So that's an extra shelf. Then she put all this stuff on. Oops, sorry. Where the, oh, this, I forget what this is called, but anyway, she put that on there. And go around. Then we have my shelving. I put the shelf. I like color and I like fun. And I want to be happy when in my space. So I have a lot of, one of my favorite movies is Secret Life of Pets. So I got little things like that, you know, little good things. This is a, sorry, it's hard for me to see. This is what I made. Sorry. I'll put it back up here. Maybe you can see it better. I made that little bowl, pin cushion. So, and then these are little tins that are empty yet. I still haven't filled those yet, but they're tins. That's a little kit that I have to work on. And just things, you know, that I find that are kind of inspiring and cute. I just like to keep them. So then my friend, she's the one also who made the shelves and put them up for me. And then we made this to match my colors. And all those are Frisbees drilled with holes. And we put material over it. And then she tied some yarn and put buttons. See if you can see those. She glued buttons on there.
My goodness, that is so clever. I have never seen anything like that. That
Isn't
is
that
so cute. Yes.
Yeah. And then, you know, she just made it look like buttons.
Yes, that's genius.
I know. And it's just a Frisbee, and we got them at the Dollar Tree or dollar store.
What a cute idea. What a cute idea.
So to go into my drawers, so this was a kitchen cabinet, right? And I needed storage. And so we found this at a recycling bin place. And so this is what it has. This is where I keep all my little stuff, you know, my little rulers. I got tons of rulers. That's one thing I'm my husband would say I'm making him broke. I think a lot of us have that. This is where I keep all of my scissors and cutting racks and things like that. So I bought little bins and I just put little stuff in it, you know. But this is awesome because it was a utility drawer but it fits everything in here. So I have everything where I need it, and I don't have to go very far, you know, like around the room. So this drawer is all of my vinyl, my glue, my SF-101, freezer paper, you know, things like that I use for my applique. And then this is my kind of where I put my walnut shells when I'm doing, if I'm doing with my crochet, or not my crochet, but my cross stitch, I wind my thread on these, and you'll see it in a second. I'll show you. My son made it for me. So then this is where I just have my, oops, sorry. I'm probably bouncing around too much. Clips, my alphabetties where I can, you know, mark my stuff when I got things. Stuff like that, making cords, more alphabetties, things. And then this is where I put some of the, like this is a, whoops, sorry, I gotta make sure. This is something I want to work on. It's got purples and blues and all kinds of colors. So I'm trying to find something that I want to do with that. And this is my circles, because if I don't have room somewhere, I'll just put them in here, you know. This is when I have extra things that I download, I'll put it out in here. Then, which was really, I love this part, is you can go in, you see, it all splits. It has different. So I put all of my big design boards on there from Lori Holt. And I have some, you know, interfacing, all my design boards, you know, things like that. Bigger, oh, good grief. I'm really having a hard time. Templates. So it goes way back. So I get a lot in there. And then this side is where I have all of my, this is my paint, glue, chalk, whatever I put in here. I have some Bozal. So when I'm making a bag or something, yeah, it's just kind of all that kind of junk in there, and a bow thing. So then on top here, this is some of the things I've been working on. I just made these. I don't know if you can see if I can get this in frame. This is one of those little, oh dear, they're a book. You put it on the corner of your book, you know, the page, and you just put it on there. Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah, someone sent me, Miss Nancy sent me one of those for Christmas, and I use it in my planner. That's where it lives,
Yeah.
in my planner. But we're going to be making those on Thursday, so stay tuned because the ones we're making Thursday are a little bit different. So you can add
Oh,
to your collection.
good. Well, these are gifts that I just made for 2 boys and 2 girls. And what I did is just made little coasters. And I don't know if you can probably not see that. Sorry. It's just little coasters. And then I put a little saying on it. And then I put a key. And it just says, thank you for being a key part of our congregation. And so it's just a little key, but it's a wine opener or bottle opener that I got from Amazon. So I thought that was really cute. So I did that with all 3 of them. And they all have, you know, this one has hearts and stuff for girls. But it was fun making those. And then this I just made yesterday. It's a little butterfly. I don't know if you can say it. It's just a little pillow. And I put some whatchamacallit's in there. So, like I said, I do like a lot of little stuff I like to have instant gratification. So big things I'll do over time, but I like the little things to keep me motivated. So, and then here is some of my cross stitch that I do. I finish things, when I finish it, I want to put it in a pillow or put it in a paper or, some kind of decoration so I can use it in my house. Okay, so then here is my, when we designed this room again, I bought these two bookcases from Target. And because I like the white and it really looked good with the blue. So I, as you can see, I love fabric, and sometimes it sits there for a long time because I don't want to touch it because it's so cute. And I just like it. Like I have tons of Lori Holt stuff because I really love her stuff. But, I have to get in there. And then the things that I do, I have my extras right there. So this is what I use for when I'm doing cross stitch. Sorry, it's a little basket. And some of the things I made this. It's one of those sew together bags. And then I also make these for the cross stitch. They're just little, things to put on your.
Can you scoot the camera over just a little bit so we can see the full version of your bag?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Let me sit it up.
It's hard to film and hold the camera at the same time, isn't it?
It is.
It's hard.
There we go.
That is cute. I love that you can see through the front and see what's inside.
Yeah, and I get a lot of these from Etsy, and yeah, but I love them because it really helps you with your projects.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I use to keep my cross stitch in. And then here is where I hold, as you can see, I have Rice Krispie bags, crispy thing for when I need a template. I have some bags. I have big stuff here that I use for when I'm gonna do a big cross stitch or something. I'll finish it on that. So here is my top, and this is one of the things I cross stitched and I changed or fixed, whatever you want to call it, finished. I don't know if you can see that. So much to love, or so she did. That's what it is.
Yes, that is so cute. So you cross stitched that whole thing in the middle?
Yes, and then I finished it with the bow and the stuff in behind.
Yes, that is adorable.
Yeah, and it matches. So then this one is my friend who's helped me with this whole room, actually. She made me these, Lisa's sewing room.
Yes, yes.
Isn't that cute?
I need one of those.
Well, all this, she just found these at Goodwill. They're blocks, kids blocks. And she just painted them and then painted
them.
Yeah, they're just painted. So then this is my, where I put my cabellas, I guess that's what they're called. All my things to make my project bag things, zipper pulls and things like that. Then I have the ink, your little bit of ink. Because I don't do too much. I mean, I do a little, but not a lot. But I like this little, it's just right for my room anyway.
Yes, yes.
And then a friend of mine this is one of the ladies that really inspired me to quilt.
You'll have to move the camera over. There we go.
She's absolutely a perfectionist when it comes to her quilting, but look at that little thing. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that is adorable. So that's a base that she's made into a pin cushion?
Yes. And
Yes.
it's like a little mushroom, but it's just perfect. So I use it for more decoration.
Yes, that is so cute.
Then I use a lot of these kind of things for my ribbons and things like that. And like I said, I really like cute stuff.
Yeah,
So I have
your room is adorable, and the way that you have it set up and decorated.
yeah, and because when I want to come in here, I need to feel that
It's a
creativity.
happy place, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I just come in here to chill. So here's another. I found this at Goodwill and use it for my ribbons. That I'm gonna use. These are just little things that I made. I made this little thing. It's really cute. Then I'm also trying to learn wool, do wool. So this is my wool project container. And then, of course, my ribbons. I have tons of ribbons. And this is all for when I do my finishing on my cross stitch. And then here's my button thing. I think I got this at Walmart. I thought that was cute. Then when I fold my fabrics, I go and I use comic book. I think it's called comic book paper or something like that. It's acid free, so it doesn't cause any problems with your. Sorry, let me see. I'm going to show you. You get a whole bunch. I got them off of Amazon, but you can fold your fabric on them. Just like boards, fabric boards.
Yes, yes.
And they're stiff. And I thought, they're also good. They probably could be good for a template too, when you do templates. All right, then I just have the little tiny ones, boxes. I've got lots of, I just put stuff in. I'm not a good labeler. I don't label things very well. So I just kind of stuff things in when I need to stuff them in. Yeah.
I think I've come to the realization that you are either a labeler or you're not. You either
Yes.
label everything or you don't label anything.
It's the same with journaling. I mean, I love people that do the journaling. I think, wow, I should do that. But I do never. I have tried several times and I could never follow through.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's what we all have our things. All right. And these are just the little IKEA little things that I just put in there underneath so that they'll fit. This is where I keep all my hoops, my stuff like that. The one thing I do wish this room was a little bigger so I could have all of my cross stitching in here like a chair, and just have it as a real away space. All right. So on the upper, there's more this right here. Let me see. This is a recipe box from Bonnie and Camille, but it holds all of like the size like Missouri Star quilt patterns and things like that you get from Pat Quarter Shop. So that thing's just full of patterns. And then this is all my scrap, like little odds and ends and pieces. I try to color coordinate, but sometimes. But that's a lot of my scrap bins. And then here's some pins and, things like that. And then I put all of my books down on that shelf because I don't really go into those very much. When I do, I'll get them, but they're not what I use every day. So then this is where I have my cutting and my paper stuff. So I really don't have a lot of room. I kind of, when I quit doing scrapbooking, I gave away a lot of stuff. But now that I'm into the cross stitch, I bought a tag punch so I can punch my own tags, decorate them, and use that for my floss. So, and then this is a really nice stand for your glue gun, holds all your glue. And I got that off of Amazon, or not, I got that off of Etsy too. So the guy makes them, they're really nice.
So that was handmade. Someone made your stand for you?
Yeah. You can, I ordered it. And it has a little stone right here so that when it drips, you can,
it just peels right off.
Peels right off. So, and I just take that wherever I'm going to be doing my hot gluing, and it's all set.
I have a question from one of our viewers. Sure. While you're standing right there, you flashed right by it.
Okay.
Wants to know, did you make the little hanging container that's on the left on your shelf? It looks like a little scrap bin. There you go.
No, my friend Karen, she does these, and she makes these when we do our retreat with them. She makes them for everybody. So I have like 2 or 3 of hers.
Yeah.
Mine, the one I made didn't turn out as pretty, so I only use the pretty ones in here. I use the other ones that are gross, So here's the IKEA drawers, and these are a lifesaver, I tell you. And when I first got this room, I bought the IKEA tables, and this is a tabletop, and I put the two together. But I found, because I'm big and I need more room to move, I went ahead and bought the legs to go for the tabletop and took those off and just put those on the other side. So here is my sewing room, my sewing area. I don't know. Sorry. That's one of the things I hand stitched, trying to learn to hand stitch. I'm like you, I don't hand stitch very well, but I'm learning, I'm trying. So anyway, this is an old Pampered Chef utility holder, and it rotates. I don't know if you can see that. So I put all the kind of stuff, as you see, this is my little thing that I made from you. But it rotates. So I have a lot of stuff in there that I use every now and then, And then I have a pink little rotating cutting area, so I can cut there if I need to. And then here's a design board that I'm working on, that number 18. And one of the things that Lori Holt is starting to do now is, before she didn't have this, and she's really into the So Simple shapes, and sometimes they're really big. Like, for instance, you can see this is a big, huge star, and it's pointy. So I had a hard time finding places to put that. Well, she's come out now with her own binders, and she does it with most all of her new collections now. And when she does a So Simple shape, and so she makes it to where you can have these nice, and you can put your So Simple shapes in there. So that's really nice. So this is for when I do, all of her kind of stuff. So it's a nice big, and it's cute. So I like that. So then here is my shelf. I have some flowers. These curtains were made by my friend. When we redesigned this thing, we found this fabric, and it worked perfect with my walls. So we got that done. And then this is my machine. And I made these little things. They're just little, pin cushions. But I don't know, some people have enough space on theirs. My other little machine I had, my Janome, never had enough room. But I'm able to put little hooks, so I can hang all my stuff. And then this is from the bath section, and the little suckers on it didn't it didn't work. So I put the command tape and put them on that, and it stands up for great. And I can pull all my stuff out that I need when I'm sewing. So I like that. Then I made this little, just the other day, actually, I made this is my little mat that has some pockets in it. So I can, have things that I need to right at my exposure. So, yeah. And then around here is just where I have just more stuff. I have more gadgets, I tell you. I don't know. I just like buying stuff. My husband says, man, you're going to take me to the poorhouse.
I think that's a common trend with many people who craft, is that we have all the little gadgets and the little tools and the little things.
Oh, man.
Do little, specific jobs. And most of the time they decorate our craft space more than they get used. But
Yes,
you need those, right?
exactly. That's what I think. So, and then this, you had commented once when I had shown a picture, and my friend who helped me with this cutting area, we bought a piece of not cardboard, what is that? Corkboard or whatever it is, pegboard, there you go. And she just bought some frame, and we painted the frame, and she nailed it together, and then we nailed it up here. And that's what it is. She's really clever. She's very clever. And it really holds a lot. Yeah, I like it. So then I have two of these for my craft room. I can't live without these things. I like them because you can iron on them. I'll put my, sometimes I'll put a board on there, and if I need it to roll around, and I can iron on top of that. So that's kind of nice, and has just extra things. And then there's the other one. It has extra irons and things like that. So my closet, I bought this because I wanted to have my machine leveled with the thing. Didn't turn out. So now it's sitting here. I had to switch back to my old table. So, but it's nice, but it's just not for my machine. Then I have the 12-inch. I get these from Costco. Sometimes I'll have them in the when they're in the summer. They have different colors, and they have a whole stack of them. You can buy them for really cheap from Costco. So then I'm also into aromatherapy. I love aromatherapy. So I do, make my own lotion, not lotions, but, rolls and things like that when I have pain or something. And then you'll see there's a little thing of rice. I put the rice there. That's also for pin cushions or heating, when I want to make a heating pad. And then up here is all of my other stuff. It's just more of my batting, stuffing, things like that. Yeah.
I love that you've taken the doors off of your closet to open up that space.
Yeah. And we did have, this house is 50 years old. So it had old metal bifolds.
Yes.
And yeah. And so when we redesigned it, she made all these curtains.
Oh,
and we just put a spring rod in between.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we just did that.
And it just really opens up a whole nother space for you.
Yeah. And then you can get in and out of it too. And she also put this extra shelf in there because before it had just one shelf. And so now I have 2 shelves in there, and I'm able to do more. So also here is my ironing station. It's very little, but it's my, it works. I got all my little goodies on it.
I see you have a wool pressing mat. What do you think about your wool pressing mat?
I love my wool pressing mat. You know, at first it does smell, but after a while, I use all the water, you know, and I use my spray starch and stuff like that. But after a while, it just kind of goes away.
Okay.
And, you know, I put it on top of the one I made. I made this, this is one of those, these kind of boards, you know, and I just put made a little, like a, oh gosh, man, my brain's going fried today.
Like a little
Sorry,
cover.
pillowcase. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little pillowcase to put it in, you know, and I just leave it on the top of that. So it works really well. I like it. And it definitely helps. And then I have of course, my clapper to help when I need it to really stay. So then here's she sewed it. She made these two. We found these and she painted them the color of the wall and we hung them up. And she kind of, you know, she has a drill that does all this kind of fancy stuff on it. So she switched that out. So that was neat. And this is my pride and joy. My son made this for me. This is I found this idea on Pinterest and also on a floss tuber who her husband made one for her. So I asked my son if he could make it. And he said, sure. And so he found the wood, he stained it. Then he bought the tile for this stuff right here. And he fixed that and then he hammered all those in. So I have a whole bunch of room for my DMC and my floss. So I'm really happy about that.
I love that so much.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And then my one area, I only have one little tiny thing here. So that's it. That's my little room. Not a, you know, it is what it is.
I can see where I would be very happy sewing in that room. You have everything decorated with the knickknacks and everything is so matchy. My room is a little bit more eclectic. Nothing really matches. All the wood is different stains of wood and, you know, and so it's just eclectic. But you're so matchy and coordinated. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I'm going to tell you, I am so impressed by your quilt blocks hanging on your design wall out in your hallway. Can we get one more good view of that before you switch
Sure.
around?
I was going to also say one thing. When like I said before, this had really bad carpet in here. My son and my granddaughters came over and they put all this, they ripped it all up and put brand new flooring in here for me. So this is the most updated room of all our house because it's painted. It has new flooring, new baseboards, you know, so I feel very fortunate that I have it. So let me go out here real quick. Let me turn on the light. So I want you to see there you go. Do you need me to pan pretty slow? I don't know how far.
I think that is just so gorgeous. Let me tell you, I would feel conflicted because that just decorates your hallway so beautifly and it's
I know.
been there for
Well,
2 years.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to do is when I'm going to flip my thing now.
Okay.
When I started that, I thought that would be what I could do is maybe have it up there. Oops. Here I am. Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go.
There you go.
I would like to have something hanging up there a lot, you know, because a lot of times it's just white and we haven't painted our hall or anything. And so I'm going to wait until we get that done in there. And then once this quilt is done, it'll probably hang up there.
I'm going to tell you, it is just gorgeous and it decorates your hallway so beautifully. I would smile just going down the hallway, if not stop and just look at the blocks. They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. And
it's really fun. It's a challenge over me because I had never done that kind of applique before. And, you know, she makes you sew it on. and you turn it, and so it's
So it
it's
is
a lot
turned
different.
applique. It's not raw edge applique.
Right, it's
Yeah.
turned. And she does all of hers by hand. I can't even imagine doing all those blocks by hand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But it won't fray.
Right.
I go and I do all the little applique by my machine, and so it's not as puffy and pretty as hers, but it'll
Oh,
work.
it is gorgeous, Lisa. It is gorgeous. Now,
Thank
okay,
you.
because you're a member of the Creative Crew group, I want to see updates on that quilt as you progress through it. And yeah, please keep us updated on that. I am just so thrilled that you've taken us through your craft room. I love everything about it. Uh, I could definitely see spending lots and lots of time in that room.
Yeah, I think, it's true that, our creative space is where we need to feel motivated and stuff. And for me, color and just cheeriness around makes it a lot better. I don't know. I just really love being here.
Yeah, yeah, and you have a couple great windows that let in some good light. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I would like my situation to be facing so I could face the door. I don't like my back to the door.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of bothers me to have them, or at least I could be on the side or something. But, that's the only thing I'd really probably change, just have a little different view.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just taking a quick look through the comments, everyone loves your room and thanks you so much
I'm
for
sorry. I hope it wasn't too bouncy for you. I know that that's
it's
really,
okay. It is hard to film a video,
yeah.
especially when you're talking and trying to show things and hold the camera. You did fantastic. Thank you so, so much for doing this. And if you're watching this on the replay and you've missed the live, feel free to jump down to the comment section if you have questions for Lisa about all the stuff that she showed today, and we'll try to be quick in getting back to your questions. If you're not part of the Creative Crew on Facebook, you can join me and Lisa over there. There's a link for that down in the description box. Lisa, I look forward to seeing your updates and your projects over there.
Well, thank you. I do too.
Yes.
I'm really having a good time with you guys. It's great.
Good, good. Welcome to I'm so glad you're there.
Oh,
All right,
thank you.
everybody. Until we see you next time. Next time, we're going to be featuring Denise, and I don't have a date to give you yet, but it'll be sometime later this week. If you're interested in showing off your craft space and doing a live virtual tour like Miss Lisa, send me a message. All the links to get in touch with me are down in the description box. Send me a message, and we'll set something up. All right, until we see you next time. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.